Anything? Okay. Approval of the minutes.
I looked them over, I didn't see anything.
I have one question. Warm zone equipment, is that the phrase we're using?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
hot,
Well,
I
that's-
thought it was hot zone.
No, it's
No, it's warm
Warm
zone.
zone, okay.
The hot zone is where the
The
shooting
shooting
is
is.
actually
Well, that's what I thought this was
occurring.
for. I
No,
thought
this
was
is
for going
for-
to the
This
shooting.
is-
Well, no, they
Just,
still need the same level, similar protection to go
Okay.
into the warm zone.
All right, great. Then I have no changes.
Okay.
Would you like to make a motion,
I
Margaret?
will make a motion that we approve the minutes from April 12th, 2017.
I will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We'll move on to the financial report.
Yep, nothing that, big items that I have on the financial reports. Related to that, Mike, you had asked for a summary on the road repair funds.
Right.
So I put this together for you. Those are the monies and the current accounts that we have them in of all of our road-related funds available for this year.
Okay.
Jim has a couple of projects that we bid out last year, but we did not do either one of them.
Okay, what were those two projects, Jim?
Lower Greeley and Golden Heights.
And when you're talking about Lower Greeley, from whose property to whose?
It, from the intersection with Snows Mountain Road to the one and only fire hydrant, which is just on the corner of, where they moved the building
house.
back, the old house back.
Okay,
I forget
So-
the name of the gentleman who.
I forget, so, I forget. All right,
So the numbers that we had last year was approximately 32,000 for each one of those.
right.
I would recommend at this point, because we need to update these bids.
Right,
So we were gonna, if it's all right with you, we're gonna put these back out because they're from last year's
Right.
numbers. We're gonna get 2 or 3 numbers on each one of the projects and bring them back in. I would recommend that we choose one or the other to do
Yeah.
this year and then keep some money in our pocket in case there's an emergency. And after talking to Jim, I think we'd focus on Golden Heights first for a
Okay.
couple of reasons. It's more visible
and there are more people.
and it's more people.
That's, you know,
So
Have they finished the major building
Well,
up there?
they finished all of the single-family homes up there, right? Or they're finishing them up now.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I mean,
the
future
construction
development, you don't
phase.
know, but yeah.
right, we
Right.
just did
It's all
sell
left.
that last lot on Golden Heights,
On the left or,
on the right behind the
right
brownstone.
behind the brownstone.
And I believe it was sold to the abutter above it, just to preserve the lot. So I don't think anything is going to be done there in
And
the near future.
we haven't
Okay,
heard
so that- yeah,
anything,
that-
yeah, we haven't
As
heard
long as
anything
it's way
about,
down, right?
Yeah, it's way down,
It's
it's
wet.
kind of, but you go to the condos, go straight in the woods that way and below the house that
Yeah,
way.
Okay.
and there's no indication that the other 2 units in brownstone are gonna be constructed anytime soon.
Okay, so you've got 32,000 times 2 out in bids, correct?
Well,
Well, they were.
yes, they
All
were
right,
last
and,
year,
and the money we have is 70,000.
yeah.
So to do those, that would leave us 8. To do one would leave us,
That's
what,
right.
okay, I just want to
That's
get the big picture on that.
Yeah, so, you know, we'll see what the numbers are, bring it back in. I don't know if you want us to wait until the 24th when you're back, or if you want us to do it at the next, because we can have the
The
numbers
24th of,
May.
no, I won't be here on the 24th.
Oh, you'll be here on the 10th?
Yes,
Oh, okay,
but not on the 24th.
oh, okay. Well, I had those numbers reversed in my notes, so that's why I recommended the 24th for the hearing.
Okay,
We can do the notices, well, we'll talk about that in a minute.
yeah.
So we'll get the numbers for the next meeting then,
Okay,
for May 10th,
okay, great. I have a question on general overhead.
yes.
Is we spent $5,100, which puts us at 209% of budget last month.
Merit pay.
It's-
That
But we did
includes-
merit pay in January.
No, you did my merit pay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And we did some other
And you
recognition.
Yeah,
did some
some
other
All right,
merit
gotcha,
pays.
gotcha,
Yes.
gotcha.
Yep.
Completely forgot about that.
Yep.
All right, great. Any questions on the financials, Margaret?
No?
All right, then we will move on. We will start with department heads. We have no one here from rec?
No,
But I had a-
they're closed.
Yep, I had a question for rec to bring
Okay.
along. It seemed, was this year the first year we charged $5 for the Easter egg hunt?
I don't think so.
No.
Have we always charged something?
Yes.
Okay, all right, that was my
Did
question.
you get comments about it?
No, I was just wondering, the crowd was not as big as I've seen it in the past, and this is the first time I remember hearing about a $5 fee, so.
No, we've charged before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right, not a problem.
Yeah, it was a smaller crowd
Yeah.
this year for some reason, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
The bunny was just as good.
Well, that's what pays when we really
Oh.
interview for bunnies.
Yes.
All right, Chris, would you like to start off today?
Sure, just, spring cleaning and maintenance and getting ready for summer.
Yeah.
No big projects going on. Our Coffee with a Cop starts, the 13th of May, or the 12th of May. It's the
And where?
12th of May, at Latas. We're doing a prescription drug collection program from 10 to 2 at the station on Saturday, so, that's being advertised now.
Is that happening in other communities? Okay.
Isn't it National Take Back Day or something?
I don't know if it's national, it probably is, I know it's a statewide day for
Okay.
New Hampshire,
Okay.
so, doing that, and other than that.
Okay, are we doing Citizens Academy again this year?
Yes, we, in the fall,
That's in the fall, okay.
yeah, we changed it to the fall last year, we had some
Okay.
good feedback for that. So, and we're still toying with it, toying around with maybe doing 2 sessions in the spring and 2 sessions in the fall, we're still,
Okay.
around.
Good.
Yes, we are going to do it, to
Right.
answer your question.
All right, and are you guys working on, with Mark on the fire ladder truck, conceptual proposals?
Just
Just working
working
on-
on that,
okay.
he's gonna schedule a committee meeting to involve Mark and the board as
Okay.
well, the next meeting, so.
Great. And everybody is set, the staffing levels are still good, everybody's healthy, all the
Yeah.
machinery's healthy?
So good,
Excellent. All right, well, thank you.
thanks.
All right, Jim,
Yes.
how are we doing today?
Good. You probably noticed we started thinning out around Corcoran's Pond.
Yeah, looks good.
And as soon as we're able to access the piles of brush with some equipment, we'll get in there. We just, it's just too soft, way too soft right now. So we'll get in there and get that cleaned up. Getting ready to sweep sidewalks
Yeah.
tomorrow and, just trying to get at things as things dry out.
Yeah, you're gonna do some minor patching around town?
We've started, yeah, we've been doing that. We will, I just checked the site today for the freestyle sign, so I still can't really do anything there
Yeah.
until that dries out a little bit more, and, but we'll be getting that back up.
Okay,
And, other than that, things are going relatively well.
good. And all the machinery held up through the winter, were all the plows off and everything?
Everything is off, and the trucks are
Yep.
happy.
Yeah. Good. Did we lose anything major that we're gonna tell us about right before next season?
Not that we're aware of, anyway.
Okay, and you're still gonna continue with the grading projects for the side of the road to build up,
Yep,
get those done, besides our major projects, that'll be an ongoing thing?
ongoing, yes.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right, and personnel, everybody's happy, healthy?
Mhm. We did have one slight injury, that was Mike, but,
Yeah, I'll talk about that.
All right,
On equipment, we're planning on using the state bid for the pickup truck, the replacement pickup truck at the treatment plant that we funded this year.
okay. And
Now that we're getting ready to send tax bills out, can we finalize that with the state bid?
What's the state bid?
There's, the state of New Hampshire
Right.
bids out
Okay.
different vehicles. And we have generally, for Public Works use the state bid
Okay.
price.
This is, this
They
is-
let us tag
okay,
on to the
okay,
state
this is the
bid.
first time I've heard of this.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either. What is it?
The state of New Hampshire does a specification
Right, I
for
understand.
pickup trucks, plow trucks, all
Paper
kinds of
clips.
different equipment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everything.
Okay.
And
yeah,
then, they go to the dealers and they get the bids.
Yeah.
And then they have a list that they allow
Okay.
municipalities.
Well, we've
to
appropriated the money
participate.
for the truck, right?
Yes, we have.
So there shouldn't be a question to that. was
Well, no, I wanted to make
Yeah.
sure it was okay with you that we are gonna use the state bid
there? Is that,
for that
is that the
vehicle.
best deal?
It is usually.
Yeah, all right, then
Yeah.
Okay.
go with what you know.
Good, all right, we'll get that on order.
Okay,
It keeps us out of luxury vehicles.
Yes, it does, because they usually have crank windows.
they still have AM radios?
They do, they do.
You can still listen to AM.
And the airbags Manila. All right, great. Anything else, Jim?
Not that I can think of unless you got questions.
We got a lot of salt and sand left over, or do you do fairly well to
No,
cut
we're
that
pretty
price?
good. We rationed it out towards the end there, but,
Ended up right on budget.
Right. Good. And how about the water and sewage treatment plant? How are they doing with their budget and stuff like that and their chemicals? Have we seen any improvement or any changes since we've come online?
No, nothing.
It's too early to tell.
Too
yeah,
early.
too early to
Mhm.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. Any more questions?
No.
All right.
No.
Then we'll move to the always popular calendar review.
You have the next date, so May 10th.
May 10th, I will be here.
Yep, and, so we'll talk about that May 10th item in a minute. Judy and I will be gone next week, at, the annual Government Finance Officers Association meeting. Mary is gonna be covering the office, cause, Sharon will be away, but we shouldn't have any problems, I'm only an hour away if anything happens, so it's up in Conway.
Okay.
The skateboard park on the planning board meeting for May 11th, the skateboard park has submitted a site plan review,
Okay.
just so you know that's gonna be in the works. And,
To keep that going?
well, they've never done a formal site
Right.
plan
Yeah.
review.
Yeah.
So this is their application, because the planning board said no more 1 year at a time.
Okay, so I thought that they were thinking they didn't wanna run that anymore.
I guess things have changed,
Oh,
because they have submitted an application and they're gonna
okay,
continue on with it, I guess.
all right.
So we'll start talking about that on May 11th. And that's all I have for the calendar.
Okay. So you are here the 10th, I assume. Bill
I
Bill
am
will be
here-
here.
Bill
the-
will be, we'll
I'm here
close.
the 10th, I'm leaving the 11th, I will be back on the 17th, I'm leaving the 19th, and then I'll be back on the 6th of June.
Okay, so you won't be here for the 24th.
No,
All right,
so,
we'll find a way of carrying on. We could send you pigeons if you like.
the 24th, if you needed me to participate by conference call, I could do that.
All right, well, we'll play it as, we'll talk about it
Yeah.
more on the 10th.
Yeah,
All right, great.
There's one more date, the May 5th is a community cleanup day.
Oh, got it, right. Yep. And May 19th will be the employee safety day.
May 19th
We'll
is our
be
employee
shutting
safety day.
down and doing safety training for
Good.
Primex and we're gonna do health and wellness training with the Health Trust. They're sending
and May
folks
5th
out.
is what, Sharon?
It's a Friday. It's the community cleanup,
Oh, okay,
and starting over at the rec department
Mm-hmm.
gathering and garbage bags, and I think they're doing La Hacienda restaurant is doing
Oh.
a little
Yeah, we did,
Cinco de
a-
Mayo.
yeah
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo thing after, or
Yeah.
they're doing something. They're sponsoring.
yeah, we did a cookout last year.
Yep.
All right. We'll move on to new business. The notice on the backflow prevention device annual testing.
Yep, we've sent out, as I pointed out in the memo, information to all of the properties, they're all commercial properties.
Yeah.
That get the twice a year inspections. There are some, summer inspections that'll need to be done with the, property owners that have irrigation systems.
Yeah.
But we'll send a separate letter out to them. So if anybody says anything to you, that's what we're doing those tests for.
Okay, great. Ratification of the 2017 town meeting votes.
Okay, so this is the May 24th, May 10th thing. The governor has signed a bill that that first of all ratifies all of the elections that were conducted during that week in March. So all the school board members, selectmen, all of the town officials are all okay because the legislature ratified that. The legislature would not ratify all of the other decisions, including changes to the zoning ordinances, bond
Bond,
issues, budgets, all of those votes, if they were not held when they were originally scheduled to be held. The law says that, this new law says that we can go back, the Board of Selectmen can hold a public hearing and then vote based on the input from that public hearing to ratify the votes that were taken by town meeting. So
Okay.
we do not have to hold a special town meeting or anything
Mhm.
like that.
Mhm.
It is just a vote of the selectmen. So
But it's
I would-
after a public hearing.
it's after a public
And
hearing.
is there any special notice required for that public hearing?
72-hour notice for that public hearing, which we can do for May 10th. If you're all gonna be here, we can
Yep.
get the notice.
I don't know about Bill, but.
Well, I know league starts on the 9th, and he
Yeah.
didn't say he wasn't
Yeah,
gonna
he
be
said
here,
he
so I
was-
figured he'd be here. on
Yeah.
that.
you'd be- So if you would like, we will proceed with May 10th to, I think
Yeah.
it's important.
Yes, and we
You know,
really need
that-
to spread the word on this. We wanna make sure everybody is aware of all of this.
We'll send out the email blasts, we'll use Nixle, we'll do,
Posted at the town.
post it at
Yeah.
post office and
Now, the
we'll put it on
question
the
is,
website.
is the whole town meeting ratified, or is each specific agenda number ratified individually?
You can just ratify the
But
decisions
if someone wants
made
to
at
come
town
in
meeting.
and take a decision they're not happy with,
Mhm.
can they make a motion at that public hearing,
No.
or, okay,
No. I mean, I think you're either gonna ratify the decisions made or
right,
you're
but
not.
what I'm saying is,
Yeah, you
by,
can't pick and
by these
choose.
regulations, can someone come in who has a problem with, say, one of the items that has been voted in town and challenge it at this hearing?
No, the law says that you're either gonna ratify the decisions made or not ratify the
Okay,
decisions made.
and what
It's
is
in
the
your packet.
implication of it not being ratified?
Well, for something like the zoning ordinances.
Right.
Okay, those changes
Right.
could be challenged
But what
as
about-
not being legal.
But what about bonding? Let's
And the
get,
bonding.
but everything that has a position to be challenged, if someone comes in, if enough people come into this meeting
Yeah,
and challenge the ratification of
Yeah.
this based on one thing,
right.
it negates all the other things, correct?
No, they're not
Um,
voting.
No,
They're
they're
not
not voting.
Just
you're
You're,
voting.
just the
Okay.
selectmen are
Okay.
voting. So you're just taking input
Right.
during the public hearing.
But
And
what
then-
if there is a lot of input?
Well, then you would make a decision to either ratify or
Okay.
not.
Not ratified.
Yeah.
But we can't pick and choose, we can't.
No, you
No.
can't
Okay.
go down the line
All right.
and ratify some and not.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's gonna go to it. There's no point to go to it. It was just the contradiction between the RSAs, the two different RSAs which were opposing each other.
Right.
So I really don't think anybody's
Okay,
gonna need to
just wanna
go.
make sure everyone's got a fair
Yeah.
hearing
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and a fair shot
absolutely.
at this.
It's just up to you guys to
Okay.
ratify it.
All right, so we will look at that on the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
We will post it we will go ahead with posting it and have the public hearing on the 10th.
Okay.
All right, so we will move on to the credit for Mr. Cook.
It's a nice long application
certainly
Mr.
is.
Cook has to fill out.
Yes, it is a long application.
He was getting
Um,
paid by the hour, he'd break it out about even.
Yep.
But I don't have a problem with it.
No, I
All
don't
right,
either.
so I would make the motion to approve the Veterans Tax Credit application for Mr. Cook.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Done. All right,
I do have to get you to sign this.
reevaluation project.
Yep, the state, folks from the state of New Hampshire were here to, I'll get it up.
Review our,
To review the time schedule where what we've shared with you is the schedule that we're using, so
Yeah.
we'll have everything done by, the beginning of September. We are going to send notices to all of the property owners that, you know, exactly what's gonna happen. Right now, there's about 140 or so sales over 2 years
Yep.
that they're gonna be looking at. All of those folks, they're going to try to do inspections of the property, at least external.
right,
They're gonna try to get into them. In addition, so we will send all 142 of those a letter and ask them to cooperate, and here's what's gonna happen. In addition to that, there will be about 30 properties that will be also inspected by DRA, so that the DRA folks do their inspection and compare it to what our assessors are doing to make sure they're doing
Is
it
that
correctly.
new?
It's part of the new program that started about 5-10 years ago.
Yeah, 'cause I don't remember them coming in before,
Who?
DRA.
Well, you may not have been selected before. They only do a small portion
Okay.
of the
But they have
properties.
been in here doing
They
these
have been,
before.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. But they're only doing the inspections on whoever, a number of the folks that our company is doing the interiors on. So
Okay.
we will send an additional letter out to those
right.
folks. And other than that, we'll
Okay.
see how it
Let me
goes.
give you a thought,
Mhm.
that if some of these people are seasonal owners and
Mhm.
not here during the
Yeah.
time as the people are here, they might give consent to, a lot of times Waterville Realty and Roper Realty have keys to the properties they've sold, and the property managers have the keys as well.
We have tried that, and since our unfortunate series of events, folks have been a lot less.
Well, I would
We
try,
used to
I
do
would
that.
try sending that as an option,
We do.
because it has
Mhm.
gotten a lot more pleasant up here.
Okay.
All right? All right, so we have that. How about correspondence? Anybody send us anything good?
Nope.
Did that gentleman buy our old generator?
Chief's still waiting to hear back from the
From the-
feds.
Okay. All right, privilege of the floor number 2. Once again, Marilyn, you got anything?
Nothing.
Okay. Board concerns and directives.
I have two,
Looks like it's expensive, it's in multiple parts.
no, these are quotes from the electrician who is doing
Oh.
the work at the wastewater treatment plant to install mobile generator connections at the maintenance building and down at the public works garage. What has happened the last couple of times we have lost power, we had vehicles that needed to be refueled. And the gas pumps do not work when the power is out because they are connected to the salt and sand shed building, the
Yeah.
maintenance building. So we really need to get a setup for that building. I don't wanna put a generator there, but we would like to have the connections so that we can,
How many buildings are you talking about doing this?
two buildings.
And how much is that?
The building, the maintenance bay building is about about $3,000, and the garage down there is about a $2,000.
Just put in, this isn't a transfer box, this is just.
There's a transfer box, there is some digging. The reason that this building is a little bit more is there's some digging that has to be done around the building. But I have all of the,
Excuse me, I don't wanna, we have that huge generator that's,
Mhm.
as you come in there.
yes.
That doesn't go to the fire
It does not.
department bays?
No, it goes to the fire department base. It does not go across the parking lot to the
Maintenance.
maintenance
Oh,
shed.
okay, I'm
It's
thinking,
the maintenance
I'm
shed.
thinking of the last bay.
Oh, yes,
where
yes,
you-
yes. No, it takes all.
Okay, this building is all done.
Yes, this
Okay,
building is all.
So you want something over there?
I want
All right,
something there
befo-
and there.
Before we go ahead and this, let's get a cost of how much it's gonna cost to get a generator to move over there. Meaning
Yeah,
that we're gonna need a generator to be brought between these two buildings in case
we
of a power
wouldn't
outage.
buy one, we would
Rent
rent one
Well,
if,
I think renting one, by the time you go back to Taylor Rentals and get one and get back, we'll have power again.
In
All right,
some cases.
Yes, in I think we haven't had a long power outage in quite a while.
no,
So, here's my question, you got 5,000 in two,
Mhm.
on those two buildings there.
yes,
What about picking up, like, these home generators
yes,
that we have, that you can get a whole system that's 8,000 watts
yes.
installed for $5,000, with a transfer box and everything else. So, my suggestion would be, instead of spending 5,000 on just two hookups without a generator, you know, you got 5,000 there.
Yeah,
You buy a couple of portable generators, are gonna be a couple of grand apiece for good ones, right?
sure.
Yep. Why don't we look into getting reasonably inexpensive switchover systems? Because we don't need the wattage, we don't need everything, like the thing I've got at my house, I paid a lot for it because I bought it early. But right now, you can get that whole system installed with a transfer case, with them digging holes and running propane tanks and lines and all that other stuff for like $5,000–6,000.
Mhm.
That would be my suggestion, instead of putting these lines in.
But we're gonna do that twice though, because those buildings
I
are not
understand,
connected to
but if
each
you do that twice, you got $12,000 in there
Right,
to these, instead of having 4,000, then two guys running around looking for a generator in the middle of the night.
are,
Does that make more sense?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, because the idea of having the hookups and no generator, and really, when we lose power, you know, you guys are gonna be doing other stuff when the power's out.
okay. Good, we will do that.
Mark,
I will I'd love to do
Yeah,
that, like,
we-
I was trying to go the way
But
we argued the last two
But
times.
no, we were talking about $80,000 and $40,000 generators. We're talking about putting a small generator that doesn't need super goosey wattage and amperage and all that other stuff. You need some,
isn't that what's in that quote though? You still need that,
This is
the
a
transfer switches.
30 or 40 amp system.
right, but let's go bid it to the small guys who put it in generator systems. And get like one of these home systems. That's what Bill was saying before about the system for the stuff, we understand the sewage system, we didn't need it, but the other one that we wanted, we needed more stuff to get the doors here, correct, and everything else?
Well, it's gotta
Yeah.
get the doors up and
Oh,
down.
no,
we
I
gotta get the
understand why
gas
we need
fuels.
something
Right,
industrial.
yeah, yeah.
But we could probably buy the smallest switchover system to get the gas pumps going and stuff like that. I would investigate that, because I don't think it's gonna be
Okay.
much more than this.
Okay, no, we'll look at it, definitely.
This is something
I was-
new, right? This is a
Yeah.
new project? Because
Yes.
when we were talking about electrical work being very expensive before, it was in connection with the other generator, right?
That's
It's
right.
going into the,
Absolutely,
okay.
yes.
Okay, so this
And
is
these
something new.
these are much smaller
Right,
systems than
Mhm.
what we're putting in over at the treatment
Right,
plant or
right,
what we
Oh,
put here.
Maybe ask this guy to throw a couple of generators on top of that.
We can
And look at
definitely
it, because
do
to me, it
that.
just doesn't make any
Absolutely.
sense for us to wire these things when we have such a small staff. That if there's a long-term emergency going on, everyone's gonna pretty much be busy doing something. And can you send two guys in a truck to go get a generator where everybody else wants a generator?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
We will do that.
okay.
Yeah,
We
and I
will.
would prefer them to be
And-
propane generators that have some long-lasting ability, not a little gas generator that's gonna run for 2 hours.
Okay. We will get those prices.
All right.
We'll just add it to what, he's already done
Well,
the base work.
Let him
I
look
mean,
at that,
we'll let him look
but
at it.
I wanna see you call some of these home generator guys who aren't commercial electricians,
Okay.
who make this as a package where the electrical part of it's the lowest part of their thing.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
And the great thing about these generators is they're warranted for a few years.
Mhm.
And they come on every, once a week for 5 minutes or 15 minutes, they run themselves. So it's not like we buy these generators and then we go to use it, oh, the plug's bad. So where's Bill Cheney? Oh, Bill's out plowing.
Okay,
All right. Anything else? Do we have anything for non-public?
Yeah,
I've got
yeah.
a couple things right here, got those sign permits.
yeah, go ahead.
There are 2 sign permits that came in the last 2 days after your agenda went out. That is the first one for, Summit View, townhomes for and the sign depiction is right on the second page. And this is a second one for, Ted Hammond for at a job site. And that additionally was the ZBA one
Oh, yeah.
for the appointment.
Summit View Townhomes.
It's behind the quarter shares next to the Valiant.
Wow.
But here's a question. Remember we talked about going to a new sign, branding our signs and everything else?
Yes,
Are they aware that their sign might need to come down? Because we were working on a United sign. Remember we went through this with somebody else?
right. No, I did not tell them that. I haven't told anybody that signs need to come down.
I think that one's on, their own property.
Yeah. But still, you know how we're trying to get a United sign back. All right, we'll cross that bridge when we come. I don't know, do you have a problem with either of these,
No,
Margaret?
I don't. This is the guy that's building a house across from me, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Which went up very quickly,
Yeah.
you know, with the prefab and
It's all
everything.
modular, yeah.
Yeah.
So, those are the best.
It's
The
funny.
only
that-
thing I don't understand is why they didn't plan for a garage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, where do we sign this
Yeah.
one? Anywhere?
Uh,
On
just-
Selectmen,
yeah.
down
I
here?
think the style of that.
And I'll fill in the names.
My signature looks so much like.
All of your signatures are very close. We're gonna
Mhm.
wonder.
It's funny.
And
Rob-
having the 2 Williams
It's amazing
doesn't
how,
help.
it's amazing how Robin's signature looks like mine.
I signed something for Nancy the other day and she goes, oh my gosh, that's better than mine. It's a better
Well, it's funny,
rendition.
I had done a bunch of closings up here with D. Jennings without Robin being here under power of attorney. And after years of doing this, we were in the Coyote and Dee was there, and I proved to Dee she existed. She's real.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
so
One other thing, during the month of March, we had Paul Saulnier volunteer to be an alternate for the ZBA.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about it, but for some reason there wasn't a vote or whatever, and we lost track of this email. So,
okay,
if you guys are-
I'll make a motion to appoint Paul Sonnier as an alternate for the ZBA. Is
I'll
there a
second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
all right.
Great, well, thank everybody for showing up. It is 3:37 and we'll go into non-public.
Nicely done.